Oh my goodness. The sheer thrill of an underdog story is something truly special, isn't it? It just lights up something deep inside us when a team everyone has written off suddenly starts to defy all expectations. We're talking about those incredible moments when the world says no way, and these teams just shrug, roll up their sleeves, and show everyone exactly what they're made of. Today, my friends, we are diving deep into that exhilarating world, uncovering the hidden gems and the silent powerhouses that everyone is currently underestimating. I'm talking about the teams across all spectrums, whether it's sports, tech, business, or even social movements, that possess a unique blend of grit, innovation, or untapped potential just waiting to explode onto the scene. We're going to explore what makes them tick, why they're flying under the radar, and most importantly, why you absolutely should not be counting them out. Get ready to have your perceptions challenged and your excitement levels cranked all the way up, because this is going to be an epic journey into the heart of unexpected triumph. So grab your favorite drink, settle in, and prepare to discover the next big thing, the next great comeback, the next astonishing upset that everyone else missed. This isn't just about picking winners. It's about understanding the fundamental forces that drive success when the odds are stacked against you. I've spent countless hours digging into the data, watching the trends, and listening to the whispers that the mainstream media often ignores, all to bring you this comprehensive look at the world's most underestimated teams. Let's kick things off with our first category of underdogs, what I like to call the sleeping giants. These are the teams that once commanded respect, perhaps even dominated their field, but have since fallen from grace for various reasons. Maybe they had a string of bad seasons, perhaps a leadership change went awry, or they simply failed to adapt to new market conditions. The world has largely forgotten their past glory and now dismisses them as irrelevant, a shadow of their former selves. However, beneath that dusty exterior, a powerful engine is quietly being rebuilt, fueled by a deep institutional knowledge and a burning desire to reclaim their rightful place. They often possess a foundational infrastructure that newer, flashier competitors simply cannot replicate overnight, like established distribution networks or a loyal, albeit currently frustrated, customer base. This inherent strength is often overlooked because people are too focused on their recent struggles, rather than their underlying capabilities. I see these teams as coiled springs, just waiting for the right moment and the right catalyst to unleash an incredible surge of energy and innovation. Think about a once dominant sports franchise that's been stuck in a long rebuilding phase, consistently finishing at the bottom of the league for years. Everyone writes them off, predicting another dismal season. But what they don't see is the meticulous drafting of young talent, the strategic coaching changes, and the quiet development of a new team culture. These elements, though not immediately visible in the win-loss column, are the bedrock of future success. They are slowly but surely laying the groundwork for a massive comeback, often surprising everyone with a sudden, unexpected rise to contention. Then we have the legacy tech companies that might be struggling to keep up with agile startups, seemingly stuck in their old ways, while their stock price might be lagging and their public image might be a bit stale. They often possess an incredible portfolio of patents, a massive research and development budget, and some of the brightest minds in the industry who are quietly working on groundbreaking projects. These companies have the resources and the brainpower to pivot dramatically, to innovate in ways that smaller players can only dream of, and to leverage their existing market presence for a massive re-entry into relevance. Their perceived slowness is often a strategic patience, allowing them to perfect a product before a grand reveal. Next up, we move to a completely different breed of underdog. The innovative disruptors. These are often small, nimble teams, startups, or even independent groups that are challenging established behemoths with groundbreaking ideas and unconventional approaches. They might lack the massive budgets, the marketing muscle, or the brand recognition of their larger competitors, but they more than make up for it with sheer ingenuity and a fearless willingness to break the rules. They are the David to the Goliaths of the world, armed with a slingshot of brilliant ideas and an unwavering belief in their vision. What makes these teams so dangerous is their ability to identify overlooked problems or inefficiencies in existing markets and then craft elegant, often simpler, solutions that completely bypass traditional methods. They are not afraid to experiment, to fail fast, and to iterate quickly, learning from every setback and constantly refining their product or service. This agility is a superpower that many larger organizations, bogged down by bureaucracy and legacy systems, simply cannot match. They move with a speed and decisiveness that allows them to carve out niches and gain traction before the big players even realize what's happening. Consider the indie game studio that, with a tiny team and limited resources, develops a game that captures the hearts of millions, outshining titles from massive AAA publishers. They don't have the marketing budget, but they have a unique artistic vision, a deep understanding of player psychology, and a community-first approach that builds genuine loyalty. Their success isn't just about a good game. It's about connecting with an audience on a deeper level, proving that passion and creativity can triumph over sheer financial might. They often rely on viral word of mouth, building a devoted following that becomes their most powerful marketing tool. Or think about a biotech startup, operating out of a small lab, that makes a groundbreaking discovery that could revolutionize medicine. They might be dismissed by large pharmaceutical companies as too small or too unproven. But their focused research, their willingness to challenge established paradigms, and their lean operational structure allow them to move with incredible speed and efficiency. They are not beholden to corporate shareholders in the same way, allowing them to take bigger risks and pursue unconventional paths that might lead to massive breakthroughs. Their potential impact on humanity could be astronomical, far outweighing their current market valuation. Our third category is the resilient underdogs, teams built on an incredible foundation of grit, unwavering determination, and an almost spiritual sense of community. These teams often lack the star power, the big names, or the deep pockets that grab headlines. But they possess an intangible strength that is far more potent, an unbreakable collective spirit. They are united by a common purpose, a shared struggle, and an absolute refusal to give up, no matter how dire the circumstances. This inner fire is what allows them to consistently punch above their weight. Their strength lies not in individual brilliance, but in the seamless synergy of their members, where everyone understands their role and is willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. They thrive on adversity, using setbacks as fuel to push even harder, to train even smarter, and to bond even tighter. This kind of unwavering commitment and mutual support creates an environment where every single member feels valued and empowered, leading to extraordinary collective achievements. The sum of their parts is always greater than what any individual could achieve alone. Picture a lower league football club, struggling financially, whose players are not earning superstar salaries but are playing for the love of the game and the pride of their town. They might face teams with far superior resources, but their passionate fan base, their unyielding teamwork, and their sheer will to win can often lead to astonishing cup runs, upsetting giants along the way. The roar of their home crowd, the collective belief of an entire community, can lift them to performances that defy logic and statistical probability. They embody the true spirit of sport, where heart often trumps talent. Similarly, consider a community-driven open-source project that is developed by volunteers from around the world, often competing with well-funded commercial software. They might not have a marketing department or a sales team, but their shared passion for technology, their collaborative spirit, and their commitment to transparency and accessibility create incredibly robust and widely adopted solutions. The collective intelligence and dedication of thousands of individuals, working together without direct financial incentive, can produce software that is often more stable, more innovative, and more secure than its proprietary counterparts. Their impact is felt globally, yet their structure is entirely grassroots. Moving on, we encounter the misunderstood geniuses, teams that operate with unconventional strategies or philosophies that the mainstream simply doesn't grasp, or perhaps even actively dismisses. Their methods might seem counterintuitive, even foolish, to outsiders who are too entrenched in traditional thinking. They are often ahead of their time, seeing patterns or possibilities that others are blind to, and their unique approach is precisely what gives them an incredible, often underestimated, advantage. They are the quiet innovators, the strategic masterminds playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. These teams are not afraid to challenge established norms, to question long-held beliefs, and to experiment with radically different ways of doing things. They might use highly analytical, data-driven approaches that seem cold or impersonal to some, but which reveal hidden efficiencies and opportunities. Or they might embrace a completely different cultural philosophy, fostering an environment that seems chaotic to outsiders but is actually incredibly productive and creative internally. Their success often comes from a deep understanding of underlying principles that most people overlook. Imagine a sports team that employs highly analytical tactics, prioritizing statistics like shot quality and defensive efficiency over traditional metrics like individual star power. Pundits might criticize them for not having flashy players or for playing an ugly style of game. But this team is meticulously designed to maximize their chances of winning through calculated decisions and optimized strategies. They are playing a different game, one where probabilities and efficiency are king, and they often surprise teams that rely solely on raw talent or conventional wisdom. Their quiet dominance eventually forces others to re-evaluate their own approaches, or think about a business that adopts a completely unique market entry strategy, perhaps focusing on a niche demographic or using an unconventional distribution model that seems too risky to established players, while competitors might dismiss them as a fringe player. This company is quietly building a loyal customer base, refining its operations, and establishing a sustainable competitive advantage in a space that others ignored. Their seemingly odd choices are often backed by deep market research and a bold vision, allowing them to disrupt an industry from an unexpected angle. They don't follow the herd, they carve their own path. Finally, we arrive at the late bloomers, teams that have been consistently improving, perhaps quietly and without much fanfare, and are now on the cusp of a major breakthrough. They might have experienced years of incremental progress, slowly building talent, refining processes, or accumulating knowledge, but their journey hasn't been dramatic enough to catch the attention of the wider world. Everyone is still focused on their past performance, failing to notice the significant leaps they've made behind the scenes. They are like a long simmering pot that is just about to boil over, These teams often consist of young talent that is finally maturing, or experienced individuals who have been quietly perfecting their craft and are now ready to perform at an elite level. Their sustained effort, their patience, and their unwavering commitment to improvement are about to pay off in a big way. The compounding effect of all those small, consistent steps forward suddenly manifests as a dramatic surge in performance or innovation. It's not a sudden miracle. It's the culmination of years of dedicated work that finally reaches a tipping point. Consider a sports team filled with promising young players who have been developing together for several seasons. Early on, they might have shown flashes of brilliance mixed with inconsistency, leading many to label them as potential that might never fully materialize. But then, almost overnight, all those individual talents click into place. Their chemistry becomes undeniable, and their collective experience transforms them into a formidable force. They suddenly start winning games they were expected to lose, making deep playoff runs, and leaving everyone wondering where this team came from, when in reality, they've been building this for years. Or picture a company that has been iterating on a product for a long time, perhaps releasing several versions that were good but not great. They've been listening to customer feedback, refining their technology, and patiently building out their infrastructure. Suddenly, they launch a new version or a completely new product that is a game changer, perfectly addressing a market need that no one else has quite managed to satisfy. Their previous failures or mediocre releases were actually crucial learning experiences, paving the way for a truly revolutionary offering that takes the market by storm. Their overnight success was years in the making. So there you have it, my friends. A deep dive into the fascinating world of underdog teams that everyone is currently underestimating. We've talked about the sleeping giants, with their hidden potential and deep roots, just waiting to awaken. We've explored the innovative disruptors, small but mighty, challenging the status quo with their brilliant ideas and agile approaches. We've celebrated the resilient underdogs, powered by unwavering grit, community spirit, and an unbreakable will to succeed against all odds. We've also delved into the misunderstood geniuses, whose unconventional strategies and unique philosophies give them a powerful, often unseen, advantage. And finally, we've looked at the late bloomers, quietly building, improving, and preparing for their moment in the spotlight, where years of hard work culminate in a spectacular breakthrough. Each of these categories represents a powerful force that the mainstream often overlooks, focusing instead on the obvious contenders and the established narratives. But I want to challenge you. Just like these underdogs,